Okay, so we want to look at competitive research. If you're running PPC campaigns, you will do some research to find out what budgets to set, how much you're likely to spend for each click. But a good place to start as well is to check out what competitors are spending in their campaigns, especially Google Ads, and that shows you, what kind of traffic they're getting, how much they're paying, average cost per click, and so forth. So that research is key to helping you set your budget, helping you to understand what keywords to pick, what keywords to add in your campaigns as you do that research. And then the research will also show you the average cost per click for any keywords and search terms that you want to target. So there are a number of tools that can help you do that research. You won't be able to do competitive research in Google Ads, but some third party tools will help you with that. And what I have here is seranking.com. This is one that I use, and I carry out my research to see what competitors are up to. So if I click on the competitive research tool, it gives me the option now to research competitors, and you can do it for both SEO and PPC campaigns. And what you need to do is just enter the domain name and then pick regions, continents, countries, and so forth. So we'll leave it to the UK, and maybe I'll use my website, and then we can see what comes up. So enter that domain if you want. It can be a URL, but I recommend domain name. So click analyze, and then it starts searching and looking to see what your competitor is doing in the ads. And first thing that jumps at me is because we're looking UK wise, there we've got UK data and it's down here for this domain, my domain. But if you wanted, you could also check for US, Netherlands, Australia, India, and so forth. And you'll be able to see if any paid ads are being run in those regions. Now, I run most of my paid ads in the UK, but I do run in other countries. So you can see right here, I've got organic 2,600, which would relate to SEO and the paid. So we want to look at the paid ads, and this is for Google Ads. And then it tells you how much um, kind of spending per month and what sort of traffic I'm getting. Now it's not always accurate. It's not always perfect in the data. I can see this is a bit lower than what I spend. I definitely do spend more than that in Google Ads. And yeah, keywords is probably somewhere around there, but slightly more. But what is really interesting is the actual keywords and search terms right here. Now, these are not keywords necessarily that the competitor or whoever you're searching on put in the campaigns. It's the actual searches that they're appearing for. And I can see this because I don't actually have mastermind PPC as a keyword. I know that for sure. So this is really coming up as a search. And if I wanted, I could block it in my Google Ads account if it's not relevant. But I think it's great that it actually searches because keywords, you add a keyword and it's going to drive many different searches. So if you just add one keyword, we won't know a lot of data about what's going on. But the search terms is what's really powerful because that's what people are actually searching with on Google. So if we scroll down, we can see row after row of different searches and stuff. And as I mentioned, I can see some of these are not actually um, keywords that I have. I wouldn't have Google Ads Uda. I think at some point I did come off with it and I blocked it, but it's not relevant in my case. But many of the others are. But it then just shows me, what searches and which URLs on my website are actually tied to that. And then it gives me a competition level. 1.0 is the highest. So zero point 0.3 is a bit on the low side competitor wise, and so forth going down. The average CPC as well, how much I'm paying on average. This is, yeah, this is accurate. This would be very accurate. PPC agencies would generally be more competitive than many of these others. And then it shows me the average position I'm in, position two, and so forth. So these kind of things are very helpful. They really show you how competitive things are, and you could see the search volume right there if you want it. This is the number of monthly searches, the total number of monthly searches for a particular search. So you can see what searches, yeah, your competitor is getting, and so forth. And this exercise is really great. If you've got many competitors, it will really show you what's really taking place with them, and it also gives you an idea, the location of the ad in the search engine results pages, and so forth. So this is very insightful, and I definitely recommend it. In the past, they would also show you a lot more details, but they've narrowed it down a bit, and I still think it's relevant. And you can see the traffic cost right there, how much I'm paying on average for some of those keywords searches based on the traffic and the trend and so forth. So this tool I definitely recommend. There are other ones in the industry, but seranking.com is a good one, and one that, yeah, get it, test it, try it. It's got a free trial, but it's not free. Ongoing, you need to pay for it, and it will really help, especially if you are really in a competitive industry, and even if you're an agency trying to find out what who your clients are coming up against. So that's the tool right there.